All right, let's go to our first one here. You know what we're talking about right here. This is all about Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Fantasy offers new contests and chances to win every day. Play Pick'em by choosing higher or lower on 2 to 5 of your favorite players' stats. Choose from MLB, NFL, PGA, and more sports. This week's featured Thursday night football Pick'em is Lions quarterback Jared Goff. Higher or lower, 0.5 total yards. Just pair correct picks of Jared Goff's total yards with correct higher, lower pick of any player from any other game to triple your entry fee. And $100,000 Sundays are back this weekend. Underdog Fantasy is giving $10,000 to 10 lucky winners who use the Steelers wide receiver George Pickens total yards with the pick of 61.5 yards. 10 winners will be selected at random from all eligible customers who make an entry with a George Pickens pick. All you need to do is sign up at fantasyalarm.com/underdog with promo code ALARM. First time depositors get 100% match up to $100. The first one I've got going here that I put out there on X is Bijan Robinson to the room right here. Wendy, how are you? Bijan Robinson, 26.5 receiving yards. We have 125 total votes so far. The higher is at 67.2%, and the lower is at 32.8%. What do you see there? Bijan Robinson, higher or lower, 26.5 receiving yards, and that is at Underdog Fantasy.
Can just look at that picture of Bijan on the screen right now. Like, I'm sorry, but I love this man. I do. He looks like the running back that you want to build your fantasy team around. Jacksonville ranks 17th in DVOA against running back pass plays. They're allowing an average of 35 receiving yards per game. Bijan, I mean, this was originally, it was at 22.5, and then they bumped it up to 26.5. And I think that this is probably going to get it's probably going to go, they might even go even more on that. So for right now here, 26.5 receiving yards, I'm going higher for Bijan Robinson.
Boy, Bijan Robinson has not disappointed this season.
Look at that arm.
Games are going to ebb and flow. He's cut. He's definitely cut. He's veiny. He's lean. He's strong. But Bijan was such a hot player being talked about, and it was surprising to see a rookie running back going in the first round of every draft I did, but he is proving his value. Now, Howard, the number 2 pick is one of your sweethearts. Last week, there was a touchdown called back on our boy Courtland Sutton. It was so upsetting. He was really getting involved. I was really excited. I have been so many of my teams. This week at Underdog Fantasy, the receiving yards, 55.5. I'm asking you in the room. I'm asking you right there, Howard Bender. Are you going higher or lower with Courtland Sutton, 55.5 receiving yards?
There's a reason Courtland Sutton was my guy all off season, and he's on the cover of the DFS watch list this week. The Chicago Bears defense is terrible. They rank 24th in DVOA against the opposing wide receiver one. They're allowing an average of nearly 80 receiving yards per game to them. Here's the thing. Going up against Chicago, not a good team, you're going to see, Denver needs a get-right game. They need the get-right game after getting destroyed, by Miami. The Joe Lombardi offensive scheme funnels targets to the X receiver. And we've seen that now. Courtland Sutton has led the team in targets each week now, right? 11 this past week, 7 the week before that, 5 targets led the team in week 1. So Courtland Sutton is doing everything that he is supposed to be doing. He's gotten into the end zone twice already this season, higher than 55.5 receiving yards. And I am loving on that pick.
So what you're actually saying is if you got him, you play him.
Hell yeah.
Better Boss says that Sutton's got to stop fumbling. Nobody is perfect, Better Boss. We all have our flaws.
We do.
Let's go to the next one right here. Before I do, there's so many magical moments happening right now with Travis Kelce and the Taylor Swift news. I thought the Monday night game where DeAndre Swift and Jason Kelce stood together and their jerseys said, Kelce Swift was so cute. I loved that Taylor got into his convertible after the game and they just drove off. It's like something a movie is made of. And also, I love that I think Taylor probably works 365 tons of every day of the year. I love that she was just hanging out, having fun. Boy, did it open the world to Swifties, because there was a Swiftie doing a thing on TikTok explaining football to Swifties. You saw the jersey sales for Travis Kelce. So many more eyes on that game. So, of course, I'm bringing up Travis Kelce right here on Underdog Fantasy. Travis Kelce's rushing yards, 0.5.
Oh, no.
Also,
it's rushing and receiving touchdowns.
Rushing and receiving touchdown, 0.5 total. Okay. Oh, I love that we got a graphic.
Did you see the tweet that I posted into our private chat?
Well, I can't open that chat because it's on my second computer, and I use everything. If you could send it in Google Chat or you could send it in email, but if I go into that, then it messes up this screen. I keep this one focused on the room. So it's 0.5 yards and a receiving touchdown.
No yards. It's strictly, this is basically, is Travis Kelce going to score a touchdown? He can do it rushing. He can do it receiving. It doesn't matter.
It's kind of misleading how it's written. I'm just saying. I got confused. So higher or lower, I definitely say Kelce keeps this streak alive. And I'm sorry that I was wrong when I said that I can't wait to see Taylor Swift in the booth with Britney. I had no idea she would be in the family suite with Mama Kelce. So that was even better.
I'm very much into this. I think this is great for football. We were talking about this. Jim Bowden and I were talking about this on the Fantasy Alarm Show. You're opening up a whole, a whole added generation of potentially non-football fans who are now heavily focused because whatever Taylor does, they want to do. And if Taylor's, a football fan, I mean, listen, there's some funny TikToks out there. There's one out there where it's a girl who's doing like a series of videos where she basically says that this is all a conspiracy, that Taylor is an Eagles fan and she's doing this to distract Travis Kelce, and that way the Eagles end up winning the Super Bowl. And she does this whole long TikTok about that, which is, comical in its own right. I think what I love about this, and it was so funny too, because the tweet that I posted, you guys can find that at RotoBuzzGuy. Just scroll through my timeline. You can't miss the photo that I posted.
When did you post it? How many days ago?
I don't know, maybe like 2 days ago. I was explaining to a friend's grandfather the Taylor Swift Travis Kelce phenomenon, because he was like, I don't understand it, and I don't know Taylor Swift. I know that she's popular and this and that. So I showed him a photo of Joe DiMaggio and Marilyn Monroe, who were married.
Well played.
And that right there, like as iconic as that was back in the 60s, right? That, like, as iconic as that was, or 50s, I don't even remember when that photo was from, but as iconic, like that's what you've got here with Travis and Taylor Swift. I'm in for it. I think it's fun. I think it's exciting. My producer, Shan Blunt, is going bananas over it. And so I'm there. So higher than 0.5 touchdowns for Travis Kelce. And I'll tell you what, Lisa Ann, I went higher on George Pickens receiving yards as well. And I put Pickens, Bijan Robinson, Courtland Sutton, and Travis Kelce, all of those underdog stat lines into one bit. And I'm telling you, I'm not only going to hit that and 10x my money, but I'm also going to end up winning the $10,000 prize.
I love it.